Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's review first impression is going to be on a few of the Milk products. The first one is Dab and Blend Applicator. The second one is going to be on their new foundation, which is not so new, maybe about a month and a half ago. And then their primer, the Blur Stick. Now, I purchased all of these all at Sephora. The Dab and Blend Applicator retails for $14. And what it is, it's a gel applicator that doesn't soak up makeup like a sponge, but glides onto the skin, the makeup. And then the Blur Stick retails for $36, which is not new. It actually came out last year. I did purchase that last year. But then the foundation, that retails for $40, which is on the pricey side. It's 1 ounce. The color that I got in is in tan, and it's supposed to be a matte finish. Full coverage. Recommended for sensitive, normal, combination, and oily. And it's an oil-free, full coverage, silicone-free formula that lets skin breathe. And it's supposed to minimize the appearance of pores, imperfections, using blurring microspheres, tiny powder-filled spheres that diffuse the light to leave a flawless, soft focus effect. So it's a water-based formula. Okay, so it's a water-based formula. So all right. Let's begin. The first thing I'm going to do is use their blurring stick, which I didn't read the description to you guys. It's a colorless, it's an oil-free primer to blur the look of imperfections on all skin tones. All right, so I'll tell you what, I have used it. I can't really give you my full 2 cents on it simply because I've just played with it. I haven't really used it on a full makeup look and gone out and about and tested it out. So today's going to be my first day in doing so. I do have combo skin as well, and yeah, so far I'm actually liking this primer. Too bad that I didn't do like a before and after picture, but I actually like it. Now we're gonna go ahead and apply the foundation with the Dab and Blab, I think it's called, sponge. So on the Sephora website, the way it's supposed to be applied is you put in like a small amount on the sponge, right? Like this. And then you just apply. Now, this is going to be my 3rd time attempting to put this foundation on. Dispense makeup or skincare into applicator. Dab repeatedly for areas needing extra coverage. Then blend outward in circular motions, and you clean it with soap and water. When applying the foundation, less is best. You put too much on this, it's just not going to look right or even blend. So it says blend outward in circular motions. All right, this is clearly too little. It says blend outward in circular motions. I don't know how to really do that. I'm just gonna blend outwards. Now, right off the back, hopefully you guys can see the difference. This sucker here is orange on me. Mind you, I mean, time and time again, the lighting in Sephora freaking sucks. Okay, kind of blend it in. I guess I have to make sure that I literally blend in the product in order to make it look like my color. Yeah. If I leave any spots uncovered, you can tell. All right, anyway, the lighting at Sephora just sucks. Sephora, get it together. People are there to buy cosmetics. Get the right lighting. And they have the Color IQ color match machine. Fortunately, even that doesn't always work. The best method when you're there is to just swatch it. Okay, so I did it on this side of my cheek area. And then let me do this. Once again, clearly not enough for the entire face. But from previous experience, when you're first putting it on, less is best. Okay, I'm going to try a different approach because this is being annoying. That's taking too long. Oh, I just realized something. Anyway, I just hate it when I go to Sephora's and I buy a foundation, really, most of these foundations. And I come home to try it and it is the wrong freaking color. Now to even this out, I think I'm better off putting a powder that's a little on the white side and not my actual skin color, which is what I was going to do. So I'm gonna have to be right back, guys. All right, so I went and got my CoverGirl translucent powder. And I'm going to put that all over my skin. So before I powder up though, let me do just 1/2. So before I powder up, let me investigate here how that sponge applicator did. All right, so, oh yeah, and the foundation. So the sponge gave me a nice, smooth application. I'm going to say it's like actually in between, like the regular like beauty blender type of sponge and a brush. You know that with a beauty blender you get more of a you definitely get a beautiful smooth coverage, but it's on the lighter side. With a brush you get a much heavier coverage. This is definitely in between both. I'm going to say because it's not as light as when you do it with the sponge, but it's also not as heavy as when you use the brush. So it's in between. I wish I can say a little bit more about the foundation, but being that the color is just so off, I don't know. The coverage, it says full coverage, but I find it to be more of a medium coverage. I'm pretty sure if you work at it, you can get full coverage. But once again, like I said Like I said, since this is orange on me, I'm not even going to attempt to get a full coverage. I'm gonna put some powder on. Alright, so that's it for this first impression. So what are my 2 cents on it? As far as the applicator goes, I don't want to say it's a negative. You have to learn how to use it. So as I was using it, this is actually my 3rd attempt. The first 2, they were like an epic fail. When you put too much product on the sponge, it doesn't blend out well. So you have a whole bunch of product just sitting on your face. So those first 2 times, I'm like, this applicator is a bummer. It sucks. But it wasn't until today when I put just a tidbit, and that's exactly what you're supposed to put, just a little bit, that I realized why you only need a little bit when you're applying. The reason is because with a sponge and a brush, it gets absorbed by those what do you call those? It gets absorbed by them while you're applying it. So if you put on a lot, which at a certain point, yes, you are putting on too much, but still, because the brush or a sponge is absorbing it, you can get away with it. As opposed with this, it's not getting absorbed. There's no holes in it, like the beauty blender and the brush, it's not seeping into the brush. The product isn't going inside. It's just sitting there on the sponge and on your face. That's why you have to make sure that you start off with a little bit. Now, if you need more coverage, you go back with it again and you apply it. But you still have to start with small amounts. That's what I just realized today. I wish you would have said that on the website, because it would have made life a whole lot easier. But I got it now. But it's something that you need to get used to as well. Because I don't want to say I wouldn't reach out for it, but you do your makeup so many years, you've used brushes practically all the time. At first it was fingers, then I moved up to the brush, then the beauty blender. The beauty blender is actually easier than this. You have to learn how to have control with the amount of foundation that you are applying when using the sponge. So it's either yay or nay. It all depends on preference. Some people may swear by it. I think once you get the hang of it, this is an awesome product. Actually, it is. You know why? With this item right here, you're actually going to not waste any foundation at all. The amount you put on is actually going to be the amount you're going to get versus when you're using the brush or a sponge. All right, next, the foundation. So as far as texture, it definitely left a matte texture. It's soft, it's smooth. I don't think it's full coverage. It's more of a medium. I wasn't going to try to achieve a full coverage because this sucker here has orange undertones. Clearly not me. I have yellow. So disappointed. This definitely has to go back because I have no use for it. But it definitely gave me a beautiful finish. So I'll see. I'm gonna go tomorrow and probably pick up another color. As far as the primer, but it does leave you a matte coverage, yes. As far as the primer goes, it definitely did cover my pores and it gave me a nice smooth canvas when applying the foundation. I don't know, it says colorless, safe for all skin. Safe for all skin? Okay, fine, yeah, I'll agree to that. In terms of it being colorless on women of color like myself, I don't think this is something I would reach out as a primer and not wear anything with it. You can definitely see like what's the description? Maybe like a bit of chalkiness that it leaves behind. I, I don't know. It's definitely not something I would wear alone. Maybe with powder on top. And I'm talking about women of color. I don't know for Caucasian or light skinned women. And when I would put powder on top, I wouldn't even put like translucent, neutral kind of color powder. I would actually put powder that's more my skin tone. I think that would be more flattering. But it definitely did its job as far as the description on the Sephora website. So yeah, guys. So I hope you found interesting my review first impression on these milk products. And also, if you want to learn how to achieve this eye look, this is on the Jaclyn, let me see, on the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's like the melody be hypnotizing. It take me to another